Now, many economists say stagnant wages remain a serious concern in America, putting a damper on the recovery. Hendrik Sybrandy explores how some hourly workers are trying to make ends meet.
The line began forming well before sunrise. A crowd of Denver, Colorado residents whose food supplies had just about run out at home.
Well, we were completely empty, so we had to come today.
A dozen times a week, a food bank of the Rockies mobile pantry hands out groceries to those who need them.
I struggle from payday to payday trying to make ends meet. And this helps me out. It helps me make it until payday. It gets me through.
14% of the food bank's customers are homeless. Most of those you see here have jobs, but they say their expenses exceed their take-home pay.
It's becoming a new normal for people. We're hearing more and more people are depending on food banks every month to be able to help supplement what they can't pay for.
According to the Colorado Fiscal Institute, a fast food worker would need to work 62 hours a week to afford to live in Denver. That's not because Denver's a particularly expensive place to live, but because in many cases wages in the U.S. have not kept up with the cost of living.
What really surprised me was how much these wages have fallen in real terms in the last 15 years.
Chris Stifler worked on the affordability study and says a thriving U.S. economy once benefited all workers.
So when the economy did well and the economic growth increased, wages for everyone increased. That kind of disconnected right about the late 1970s, early 80s.
He says the loss of higher-paying factory and union jobs and a lack of competition for labor have helped contribute to the stagnant wage problem. More than a quarter of all Colorado workers still make less than $12 an hour.
The wages of like janitors, home health care workers, fast food workers, retail workers have really fallen.
And I'm like, how am I going to pay this?
Mary Dunbar is a home health care worker.
It's a struggle. Sometimes I'm broke the same day I get paid, and I shouldn't be.
Stifler says there's recognition of the wage issue in the U.S., but
I don't see a magic cure in the next couple of years.
Which means these food lines may be stretching into the foreseeable future.
Scary.
This is what you have to do.
Hendrik Sybrandy, CCTV, Denver.